And we are live. Jorge Prospector, together with my friend and hobby colleague, Ron Bartlett, coming at you for episode 55 of Coffee, if you can see it,
Yep.
and Rip.
And I just got the YouTube notification that we're live as well. So it just popped up on the phone.
More like Nesquik and Rip. This is my second coffee, so I water it down significantly. Yeah, make sure you go ahead and mute me on that YouTube.
I did.
Mobile. But yeah, we are here May 22nd of 2024, and I just realized that I'm screaming, so I promise I will tune it down. I got my Clemente
Come on.
on, my proper black or blackish gear, because guess what, Ron? It's already late May, and we Mets fans are already mourning our season.
Well, you know, it could
Didn't
be
take
worse.
long.
It's always something. It's always something.
It's
well,
always
you know,
with us, like how early will the desperation start? The pity and the self-pity and the woe is me. It's always like a countdown. Sometimes they take us all the way to June, but no, sometimes they start as early as May.
well, today is a day where the Padres are back under 500 for me. So, you know, they go up, they go down, they're killing me, but they're still in second place. So I personally am living that life a little bit. Let's see what we got here.
We just got swept by the Cleveland. I'm not going to say that name.
The Cleveland baseballers, the baseball team of Cleveland
Baseball Club.
Well, you know, Cleveland is absolutely still on a roll.
They're on a roll, and I have silver linings everywhere. Mr. Former Met, little salt on the wound. Andres Jimenez went yard, the three-run homer variety to tie the game, and then yeah, they just kept on hitting and swept us. Man, but let's talk about more positive things,
like the fact that some of our prospect chase folks are really happy that Kansas City has now moved into the second spot in that division with 31 wins. They've got to be beside themselves.
They
playing the baseball that Jorge Prospector predicted at the beginning of the year.
Call me Prospect Damus.
We all thought the Twins, but you know, you were calling Kansas City for doing good things. And
Prospect Damus. I'm going to change my name to Prospect Damus. No, I'm happy, and I'm happy for them. I'm happy for their fans. Listen, it hasn't been long since they were last good. Again, there's so many touch points with the Mets and beat us in the World Series of 2015. It hasn't been that long. It's been less than 10 years. So I don't feel that bad. They're not a suffering franchise. They're soon to get a new ballpark if they can figure that out.
That's
with
a big
city, which will likely be amazing and be, you know, packed house because they've got Bobby Witt and company for the next whatever years.
But are they going to move it to the suburbs? Or are they going to end up with the Kansas City Royals of Overland Park?
Right. Blue Springs. So no, I'm happy. I'm happy for them. I obviously follow Bobby, Julio, and other fellows in their socials. And Bobby has been they're doing a good job. The Royals are doing a good job of engaging him in every night, and he's posting content every night. They have this, I don't know if you follow them or not, or him, but they have this like spiel where I imagine it's after every win, because I don't see them doing it after a loss, but after every win, there's a camera set up right underneath their dug, like right past the dugout, right and the connecting hallway between the dugout and the clubhouse. So the first thing you see of them coming down the dugout, it's a camera set on them. And every time they win, they come and they show, like Bobby comes to the camera and says like a tagline or a catchphrase they're using in their socials. And that's getting a lot of views. They say something like "It's the boy," like "We them boys," something like that, or "The boys play some baseball," something like that, about playing baseball or playing the right way or something like that. And so not every player, but like him and someone else will come like straight to the camera and be like, "Oh," like say something, and that's
Well, it's
like
nice to see a team and their marketing division working
right
together.
working together, right? So
Yeah.
that's exciting. And with that, if they keep winning, Bobby just hit yesterday. He hit two balls out of the yard. Essentially, he hit a ball so hard it was like 480 feet
Wow.
off center, down like on center field. 480 past the whatever fountain they have there or something. It's like a fountain or something. And the second one was like 460, something like that. So he's hitting like seven ribbies. Um, it was if he keeps playing. What I'm trying to say is they're gonna start getting some national attention. There you go. Todd's chiming in. He hit it in the upper fountain. That's what I'm saying. I saw some body of water there.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could see it here on the quick look, but
and what's funny is that I didn't look at the StatCast replay, but so the launch angle, the view, the regular view didn't. When you look at the swing, you're like, okay, that's a power swing. Like it's probably a homer, but you wouldn't think just based on if you don't see the StatCast and the swing path or the exit velocity, you'd think okay, a homer. But like the swing did not look like a 470-foot homer, which it was.
Yeah,
third longest of the year in the MLB, says Todd. Yeah, no, go back and look at it. It was amazing. I'm just excited because it's good for the league. It's good for the hobby. If Bobby Witt gets hot and starts to get, and it's good for Todd probably, if they start getting some national attention and some games start to be swapped and changed so that people can see them. Some game times start changing so that people can see them. That would be, dude, if that happened, that would be amazing. People need to see Bobby Witt play.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to the weekend here in San Diego when the Yankees of New York come to town. So we'll be attending at least the Saturday game for that one.
They must be playing early today or off today. No, they're early. Oh, that's why they're off today because Julio's playing against them. There was a concert last night that my partner was, there was a music concert that they were going to go to potentially, but it was a late game and they had an early game because it's a flyaway game for the Yankees.
Yeah.
They have to travel all the way to the West Coast. No, but the Mariners now go to DC, so that I'm slated to be there on Friday or Saturday. But as much as I want to see Julio and catch BP and do all the stuff that I do in Nats Park, it's just I have a busy travel week. It's tough.
It's tough with the family.
It's tough. Got and I have commitments. A busy travel week next week. I'm going to Dallas, and so
that's the thing for you and for everybody to prioritize is take that time with your kids because next thing you know, they're 28 and traveling the world on their own, and you don't get to see them quite as often.
I mean, I could technically if something. If something worked out work-wise, I could make a trip. That would be amazing because there's a game on Saturday, early 4 p.m. game, and there's a concert that me and my partner is hosting some of the Nats at the suite, and it's a night concert, and it's a day game, so they will be making it. So it's an experience that I unfortunately. I have done before, but I don't know if I can make it this week. But yeah, no. Let's talk about what was I talking about? What's our first topic?
Our first topic is we have Platinum releases today. It's coming out on Top site right now in 3 different formats. You've got the Blaster or Value box, you've got the Hobby box, and you've got the case price for them, and the price is was that $130, It's a 500 card set with, I went back and counted today to double check, 25 versions. So you have the base and 24 different parallels, and then 12 separate autos for a select number of those 500. There's a lot of cards in that product. So
A lot.
uh, if
I'm
everyone
looking.
had if everyone had two autos in it, hobby might be a little bit more attractive. But with
Yeah.
only one guaranteed auto, it's not a buy for this guy here. I mean, when I'm looking for cards, I'll probably end up buying them in the secondary.
Well, yeah, that's always a smart strategy. I'm looking.
Yep.
I'm digging up the inside review. I did of the product review that I shared with you guys a couple days ago or yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Where was it? Looking at our
It
group
was
chat.
it was about talked a lot about the tops being
There you
poorly
go.
cut.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss any bullet. So my initial review of it. So obviously we're talking about 2023 Topps Chrome Platinum with the shout out to the 54 design. Is it 54?
1954. It's actually branded as Topps Chrome Platinum 54 baseball.
And I think it's a product that's here to stay. I think Topps has found that product to be a product that speaks to both the vintage. It's the only product they have that successfully or seamlessly marries ties together the hobby, the vintage folks with the more ultra modern chromium seeking folk, and does it well. It includes a good number of all stars, semi all stars, and rookies and current players in the past. And the cards look good. And it's the Heritage does not have a chromium line, so this has become the de facto Heritage Chrome line.
Yeah, and it also has autos from previous players as well as current players. So
they've done
past
a good
and
job.
presents covered.
Yeah, they've done a good job of in past years, it's been kind of more 50-50, current and former players. This particular version of it, it's slightly more, not slightly, significantly more current. I believe the spread is someone did it 75-25, something like that, or 70-30 current to former players, which it's okay. I'd rather be more 50-50. And the auto checklist is significant. It's 120 something or 50 or something like that.
I don't remember the exact number, but it was a large list.
It's a large list. So it's like Ron was saying, this is a big checklist. It's not a product that you're gonna I mean, Topps is so smart because they purposely do a big checklist so that people that are set collectors, again, which a lot of these vintage folks are set collectors. And this being, like I said, the de facto Chrome, the Heritage Chrome, the de facto Heritage Chrome, people want to set. I mean, most of these people want to set build or chase the rainbow, like our colleague Ron does with some stuff.
On the nose.
So I say it's smart because at the price point that they have it, and with the format that they now have, because they also tweaked it. Before you used to get Hobby Light, or I think when it first started, there was even a monster version of it or something, Omega or something.
Yeah, they had like 4 different versions, and you had a couple of different chase cards in specific to those. There's still some chase cards that are specific to Hobby and specific to the blasters. So,
but they did away. They only simplified it. No Hobby Light now, just Hobby and
no Hobby Light.
So all that to say, the point I'm trying to get at is that it's an expensive product because it's only like 100 cards in a hobby box, something like that.
I don't remember, but it's not a lot.
That's right, 4 cards per pack. So it's 96. It's a product that for you to set build, you're gonna have to spend some money, or go out there on eBay and fill the gaps. And so I think someone was commenting on a video that I saw yesterday from someone. That they had read a comment from someone that it took that person making the comment in the video like 1,300 to complete the set from both blasters hobbies and then secondary secondary market buys, all that. So it's an expensive product. Now it's a cool
That
product. It's
was
not for everyone.
1,300 packs. Was that 1,300
No,
packs?
$1,300
Oh,
to
okay.
finish the set.
Gotcha.
Yeah, which makes sense. There probably some cars are expensive. Well, actually, doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's
No.
just that again. To my point, it's expensive because people just want to blast away or hobby away, and that's going to cost some money. And you're not guaranteed to do the complete set.
Well, the one good positive thing you have is that everybody listening to this is part of Prospect Chase Box. And we know in Prospect Chase Box, when we get those extras, we're always passing them back and forth.
Yeah.
Somebody in this call built their set of 400 last year with the help of others here. Lots of trades going on.
Are you
Three or
talking about
four of
yourself?
us, no, 3 or 4 of you guys built the set.
I know we did.
I just worked on the one rainbow. I didn't try and build the whole set.
No,
So
I worked on it and I sold it. I'm not a. This is not my set. I just
yeah.
enjoy the look and feel of it, and collect a few rookies. Like I got the Julio. Did I get? No, I have not gotten the Julio, but I do have 2 Bobbies from that set. I have an amazing Edgar Mart. My favorite thing about this product is getting the most random auto that looks amazing. Like I
Some of
got a
these old
gold
guys have
Edgar
great.
I got a gold Edgar Martinez that to me is one of my best cards. It's probably worth $40.
Beautiful signature on it,
But
though.
it's
I
a
mean,
beautiful
absolutely
card.
beautiful.
Gold, beautiful. And I have a few like really cool cards. That's like my favorite thing to collect. And if there's some rookies, like this year has Gunner, has Corbin. Those are cards I want to go after.
It's the 23. And remind people again, it's the 2023, even though it's 2024 now.
Yeah.
It's the 2023 rookie class. So you're going to see Otani as an angel in there. You're going to see guys. You're going to see Soto as You'll see Soto as a Padre in there. So there's a couple of big moves. So there's going to be some people out of place. There's going to be some cards you're going to go, why is this guy in here? Well, because in 2023, Mike Clevenger was on the Padres at the beginning of the year, but nobody even knows who he is anymore, So we'll see a few of those things in there. The other thing you talked about was the base look blah.
Yeah. So before I do that, let me make sure that I am including the link in our whatchamacallit. Or someone can someone post this on Todd, if you're home, or if it's available easily available to you, Ron, maybe not. I'm trying to post it on the Tops After Dark group so that
I couldn't see how to get the YouTube up over there when it was playing here. I was trying to move it over. Yeah.
You can go to the actual event on YouTube and click I'll do it, no worries. I'm just gonna take a little time. My God, I have the most weird. Here we go. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, so more people hopefully can swim by. All right, this will take literally, guys, 2 seconds. Let me take this link out. Come join Ron and do I tag myself? Yeah, I can. Live. Here we go. Boom. Yeah, let's talk about. Let me close YouTube. Okay. Let's talk about my early thoughts on the product. So first of all, price point, like Ron was mentioning, it just came out at 119 on top site. I imagine on Fanatics as well. For us California folk, it's a $130 product with free shipping. They are, I think, on pre-sale on the distributor sites, Dave and Adams, Steel City, Blowout. I think they were all selling around 140. Something like
I've seen them 140 at a couple of spots today.
The thing, I mean, it's what you prefer. I can guarantee you that all those three sites I mentioned will get it to you faster than Tops, because they do offer 3 business day shipping. and no taxes. So you either pay, the equation right now is 130 in the California price is 130, and get it what, a week and a half from now, maybe if you're lucky.
Maybe 2 weeks. Yeah.
Or pay 140, no taxes, but get it at one of those sites and get it in
3 days.
4 days.
Yeah.
3, 4, maximum 5 days. So it's what you value more. I value getting it quicker, so I would do that if I wanted to. But to Ron's point, and he'll speak on this now, I don't think this is a product worth buying at 130, 140. I don't. I think it's a product you could speculate on blasters wise, and pay what, $30.
Yeah.
See if you get really lucky. Unfortunately, odds are not in your favor. You're gonna get a lot of bass. I haven't seen breaks of the blasters, but you're probably gonna get what, 2 prisms?
Well,
3?
it comes with 3 for
3?
each blaster. Yeah.
Does it guarantee a parallel or no?
I don't know if it does or not, but it does guarantee those prism
Those aren't numbered.
parallel. No.
Yeah,
Unless
but
you hit one of the colored
I would
ones.
imagine, based on last year, that you're probably going to get at least one number card per blaster.
Yep.
If you want to play the numbered lottery and want to do only $30 a time, I don't think that's a bad move. I mean, for fun, I don't think that's a bad move at all. Now, because I say that because even when that product ages, like it will very shortly, like in 3 months or 2 months, those blasters typically don't go down at all. If I don't think so, because they have Gunner and they have Corbin. So the most that will go down to is like $25. But even then, I don't think you're seeing those prices. So now hobby's a different point, a different case. I think hobby prices will go down.
Yeah. Yeah. The best thing people can hope for is a year from now finding them for $17 on Walmart, Walmart shelf or Walgreens. But that's a long play.
I don't think so. It is a super long play. I mean, if you're willing to wait a lot, like I was telling Ron and another colleague, Todd, it's like the play here for me is waiting to see if 22 Chrome Platinum goes on sale now.
Yeah.
Because if it does, then that's a good product for cheap.
It's an outstanding product. It looked really good as well.
Design wise, I am much more fan of the 53 than the 54. Now, I do think that the 54 variations, those city designs, look amazing. I like that. So let me go to my comments. Okay, so after seeing Striker break one of a few boxes yesterday, I think the parallels, the numbered ones, look really nice. I love how the border, it's like a color border in those foil and whatever called the others. Those pop. Those make the card pop really nice. Similar to what happened last year, but more so this year, because the design this year of the base cards, I don't know if you saw some already. They seem kind of dull to me. Like the coloring and the way that the base chrome card looks, to me, it looks cheap. I don't know. It's something about it. And I saw a bunch, and they all and the edges on the top. I was telling Ron and Todd, they've been using some nasty old cutters, because a lot of them have those edges on the top part that look all
rough peel,
all sorts of rough. So I don't know, the back for me, the background on the base is dull. It looks cheapy. It looks to me like I'm trying to find an equivalent. What's a chrome product that we rip? It looks to me like a 22 chrome. The bat when they were throwing out super bad QC cards that they have a bunch of like fingerprints and look like all like.
It's a jagged little edge across the top with the cutter, though, that really kills.
That's a killer for me. But also, like, you know what I'm talking about? That the card, the surface looks like
it's just smudgy, about to separate.
Smudgy.
It's just about that surface is just about to peel right up off of there.
I don't know. At least those are the products. Those are the boxes that I was seeing. I was like, this card's look a bit smudgy. Like but then the numbered ones looked amazing. So that's The auto
Well,
checklist is good. That's another pro. It's huge, but it's mostly good autos. Like you're not gonna
and it's
find.
some fun autos. It's fun
Yeah,
autos mixed with high end chase. Like somebody
yeah,
this morning, Midwest Box Breaks hit one of the Otanis. It was a base Otani. I said,
nice.
"It's a base. Move on."
An auto,
But yeah,
nice,
yeah,
and
they
it's
they hit
awesome
it
because
this
it's on
morning.
card. It's on
It's
card, and
on
they're
card.
using the right
It
pen.
was beautiful. It was
They're using
really
those
beautiful.
Statler or whatever pens. It's a nice pen.
Yeah, and basically what I let him know, I said, that's a beautiful inky bastard. That card was. It was a
Yeah,
it just looked really good. That was on a base. That was a base auto.
yeah,
No numbered, and it's just good looking card. So I'm keeping my eyes open to see what else hits out
yeah.
there.
Listen, they print. So two things are. I mean, the reason why you get a lot of numbered hits is because it's a huge checklist, and they print it pretty high. So everything you're gonna find some numbered stuff. It's just a matter of hitting the lottery, right? Hitting that
Yep.
good numbered card. So the autos look good. The auto checklist is good. The chances of you landing you know, uh,
A
Luis
top tier player.
Frias
Yeah.
relief pitcher auto is it's less on this box. Like you're more likely to get like an Andrew Jones auto or like something
The
good, not great,
not Drew Jones, Andrew Jones.
Andrew,
Let's make
yeah,
sure people are clear. I I think
something like that.
Winfield has autos in here again,
Yeah,
and if he does, I'll be looking for some of those.
we'll
That's a
see.
good thing.
Those are good for the secondary market. What else? The the first hobby box that Striker opened had a bonus auto. So if those are happening on hobby, I told you guys that changes the equation a bit.
Yep.
If those hot-ish boxes are out there, I don't necessarily would call it a hot box, but you know how sometimes they give us a little bonus. If those bonuses happen occasionally, like if you start seeing rips and a lot of people are pulling two autos out of a hobby, then you know what format to buy.
Yeah.
Right? That's another comment.
Logo background.
The logo. Do you see it? Did you
Now
see it?
I saw Fernando Tatis today, and the logo was upside down. So I don't know if they're all consistent like that. But
Really? I haven't even
yeah,
noticed. I didn't even
it
notice.
was like flashback to the
That was
one
that
sold
was
in
happening
store.
in Logo Fractor of last
Yeah,
year, I think, or the
yeah.
first year. No, I think it was last year.
I saw one on eBay today, I believe it was, and it was
Yeah,
upside down. I looked at the background and go, how could they have not fixed that by now? But
yeah.
still, good looking card.
It's a good looking card.
It really makes the image pop.
Yeah, it's so the Logo Fractor has the MLB logo encrusted all over it, engraved, if you will. It looks like this one is the actual Tops logo,
Topps logo. Yeah.
which is cool. I think it looks cool, different. It's probably. I mean, I didn't see it. I didn't see it often. It could be a case hit or not that. I don't know. I don't know how often. Maybe not. Maybe it's more common than that.
They don't have the odds up yet for
They
any
don't
of
know
this
yet.
stuff
Which
yet.
again,
No.
right? We've talked about this. How ridiculous is that? Like, if you're gonna sell a product, put the darn checklist out there so people
The
know.
checklist came out today, but it was very inconclusive. It didn't even talk about the parallels or anything else in there. It said, yeah,
Sorry,
we
I
have
mean
these image variations.
the odds sheet.
Well, they even on their checklist sheet, they didn't even talk about the fact that there are parallels in the set. How
Okay.
could you got 25 of them?
Yeah.
Again, we're giving Ryan Cracknell and Beckett a lot of credit for digging out and
Yeah.
putting together the stuff. But
So, yeah, I'm working on a deal. If anyone knows, I'm working on a deal to find some at a reduced at somewhat cost or as close to cost as they are now. Really getting really squeezing distributors. So, but I'm trying to get as close as I can to distributor price. If that's the case, I'll be buying some for the PCB. Little site topic, guys. I just finished. I shared it with some folks. Building the pack lineup for Volume 24. It's fire. A lot of hobby, a lot of jumbo, a lot of like odd products, not odd products, but there's some basketball in there. Chasing a Wemby or chasing the other dudes. There's some hockey in there, chasing Bedard before he goes.
Yeah.
Before he disappears into oblivion. How did he? Is the season over? Did his team make the playoffs?
I don't follow hockey.
I don't follow
I
hockey. I have
hate.
no idea what's going on. Anyone
Yeah.
here can enlighten us?
The
I'm gonna
only
look
time
at
I
it.
followed hockey was LA Kings when my dad would have tickets because nobody else wanted to go. So
I have no
we
idea what's
we
going
jump
on.
in the Ford Falcon and go to the Forum and watch
I think
hockey.
we're in the playoffs. Oh yeah, here we go. We are. So this is
It
my
is
knowledge.
playoff. I do know that people are nuts about the
It's
playoffs
a,
right
it's a
now.
semis already. So no, the Chicago Blackhawks didn't even make it to the playoffs. They're that bad. It makes sense if they have the first pick. I imagine he was the first pick. Um,
It sure seems like it.
they didn't. Yeah, it's Florida. It's all the one seeds and one second seed. So it's Florida. It's the Panthers. Am I butchering
Yep.
that? Panthers
No,
versus the Rangers. Are the Rangers good again? Okay. I
the
guess they
Rangers will disappoint people. That's what I'm
They're
hearing.
both
So
one seeds, so they must be good. And then the other side of the bracket is Dallas, which I know is good, one seed, and Oilers. Edmonton's back in the game.
mm.
Okay, interesting. Florida, where do they play? They don't play Miami, right?
It's down in Miami area.
Is it
The other one in Florida is the Lightning in
Lightning?
Tampa.
Tampa Bay, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Tampa. Is it? Do they drop the Bay or is it Tampa Bay still?
I don't know if they just call them Tampa or Tampa Bay Lightning, but
It was Tampa
they've
Bay.
been a solid team for a number of years as well. They've had
Yeah,
some
if
decent
any NHL
teams.
fans watching, we apologize. Um,
Hey, the Golden Shower Knights of Las Vegas. We've got those guys out there.
so another, yeah, another. So that's one little plug that's coming, and that's going to be coming in hot next week because the pre-sale. Because I am traveling on the weekend, so I'm gonna try to get as many pre-sales done as possible. Stay tuned for more lives and more content that will plug that and push that. A second plug before we move on to other topics. Mr. Ron Bartley, you want to talk about the San Diego Waves?
Well, what we've got coming up with our charity this month is the San Diego Waves baseball program. It's a collegiate travel team, but it's also more than that. It actually the tournament that we hold every year helps fund Challenger Little League, which is for kids with disabilities here in San Diego. So that's one of the big reasons I'm involved. My nephew, who is now 36, played in that league up through his 20s. He's a nonverbal autistic, and he decided he was going to be their catcher. They originally aged him out at 18, but then they changed the league rules to allow kids to continue playing as long as they could. He played until he had health conditions that couldn't let him do it, but it's the most wonderful thing to see everybody out there with a buddy helping them. So the San Diego Waves kind of fronts this. They raise some money for their scholarships as well, but a portion of this goes to the Challenger Division Little League out here. It's
Awesome.
very close to my heart.
Yeah,
my brother, it's in my brother's name, and this is the 14th year of doing this.
The golf tournament, right?
Yep, 14th year of the golf tournament. So
okay.
the Waves baseball has been going on for a while, and got a couple. One of my Twitter buddies, his son is now going to be playing for the team this year.
That's awesome.
A local guy here in San Diego. I hooked him up with my cousin and said, "You guys need to talk. Your kid's doing great at baseball. There's this program. Why don't you see if you guys can bring it all together there?"
That's
and
amazing.
They did. In fact, the kids right now heading for the championship of the in San Diego here for their California Scholastic Federation local here. They're going to be in the championship game here in the next couple of days. Kid pitched a no-hitter in the first round. So, hey.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, yeah, the golf tournament, the fundraising golf tournament is happening on the 14th. Is that it?
No, it's actually happening in July.
July? Okay.
July 14th. So, doing a lot of the work this month, trying to get stuff done ahead of time.
Okay.
Personally, I spend a lot of time raising funds for it, doing things for the tournament, getting balls and bags together for giveaways at the tournament as well. put a lot of my money into it personally. So I stand behind this. Plus, I do donations through my work where I get matching funds for those as well. So
Amazing, amazing.
uh, I'm tapped out at $2,000 matching funds from the company, and we managed to hit that every year. So
Oh, it's amazing. And the Prospect Chase Box is proud to join the sponsoring of this. We started it last year. We're looking forward to
yep,
doing some more stuff for this year's installment of the tournament. We'll be donating some of the funds from some of the next following the next few events at the Prospect Chase Box. The donation will stop going from St. Jude's for a little bit, and we'll go to this tournament as well as we'll be donating some boxes of something. It's always good to
we'll
get
figure it out.
baseball in there, how the
Yep.
hobby somehow
Yeah.
in there.
Well, it's a golf tournament, but everything I do is baseball related for it. In fact, that every one of the bags contains stuff talking about San Diego Waves baseball.
Yeah,
Foam stress balls in there, this in there, that in there.
yeah.
Used to be able to get hats and stuff for the tournament. Haven't been able to do that, but last year, our friends at Titleist stepped up and sent us home with a whole rack of hats to be able to share in the tournament.
That's
So
amazing.
hopefully we'll get some of those sponsorships
Yeah.
again this year.
Yeah, let me see what I can do product wise to throw in there. Yeah, so that's happening. Good to hear. I also have again, one of the events it's happening right now, folks. We are pack breaking a 2018 update blaster and an exclusive 22 Topps Chrome logo fracture box. So get in on that. Again, those part of the proceeds will go to this foundation. If you can get into it, should be a lot of fun. Next up, Topps Now. So this baby finally made it home. Let me take out the blur. Give me a second so we can fully see it.
So let's talk about that. That's not a Topps Now, but that's a Topps Redemption.
It's a
from Bowman U.
Bowman,
It's a
sorry.
Bowman
Right.
U.
Why did I
Yeah.
think is no? You're right. I got thrown off. I got thrown off by the Bowman Chrome U, Caleb Williams now, which is a Bowman now.
Yeah.
That I'm trying to sell the relic, but no. Let's put it out there. Victor Wembanyama,
huge
auto.
hit. Huge hit.
Huge hit. I am debating whether to line it or Mr. Redemption right there.
Upgrade it.
Or send it to the upgrade shop. We shall see. I don't know if I should send it. It's like 65 or 60-40 or 55-45 centering. So because of that, they won't let me just slip it in the value. I probably would have to list it for the whatever price and pay up front. So I don't know. I'm debating. Listen, if I can list this and somehow sell it for $3,000, which is the going rate for raw, I may just do that. But I don't know. I'm still thinking about it.
Well, the thing is, if you can sell it privately.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
This is all private. This is all private, or lining it or whatever.
eBay's going to kill you with fees.
I don't mess around with eBay.
Yep. And then if you do get it graded, they're going to kill you with fees.
Yeah.
So you take a look at the sliding scale.
No, for high value, for high ticket items, I don't mess around with eBay because it's the percentage that they take is way too much. Way too much. I don't mind them taking, $10 of a $40 sale or whatever, which I think is ridiculous. But no, yeah, they're not taking. Especially my performance because I've found other ways to sell product. I don't need eBay.
Yeah.
So my performance has gone down according to their standards, and that changes how much they charge off me. Now they used to take only like 10 or 11%. I think it was. I think they go up to like 20 or something now. I'm like, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it's okay for a $40 card, but not for a $5,000 card. Yeah, that's not cool. And then PSA wants its cut too. We talked about this, so no thanks.
Yeah, everybody wants their hand.
Everybody wants their cut. That's crazy.
You think about the fact that if you graded it and you sold it on eBay, you'd probably be losing 30% of the value.
At least. That's a very conservative estimate.
Yeah.
I think it's more based on my performance on eBay.
Tops
But
now.
tops now. So I listed this morning my team sets. Hopefully get some traction on it. I see they're selling for around $40. It's not bad. The base set.
The base set. Okay.
Yeah, all of those team sets without the parallel. That's not bad. That's at
Interesting.
cost pretty much, right?
Yep, that is cost.
So
unless you used coupons like we all,
yeah.
most of us did anyway. Any revelations with the Japan set from our friends at Dodgerland up there? I mean, I don't know if that has calling a premium now or not.
I haven't seen it. I think it's listed. I think I saw it listed for 45.
Yeah.
Listen, it's. I would expect that because the print run is super elevated. It's like 44,000 or something, like 4,500.
I didn't think it was that high. Yeah, could be.
Yeah, it's high. It's like I'll look it up later, but it's like 40. I want to say it's 4K, something like that, or 4,500. It's high. It could be higher. I actually expected it to be higher once we knew that it was like, yep, we have 3 weeks to buy it, or whatever it was. It's not actually, if you think about it in those terms, how wide that sale window was, then it's not that terrible.
Yeah,
but it is terrible. There are obviously more than 4,000 Shohei Ohtani fans and Yomo fans, but we'll see.
Well, the thing is, with one set, you get one of each.
Yeah, I just care about the parallels, so I'm keeping that. I sold yesterday Tops Now. Another topic of Tops Now. I got back my Rangers Champions relic. Lucky enough to hit a 75, which I later learned that some people were saying that numbering was not listed initially, and Tops went back and added it.
Okay.
Someone said that. I mean, you have a lot of experience with these relics. Do they usually come in number to 75 green?
There were some sets they added it back into to try and spread it out a little bit thicker. Over the last year, they've done the 75.
So they have done on occasion that. Okay,
yeah.
So I guess some people were just lazy and didn't see it initially because it's not. If you go back to the expired link now, the sold out link, you see it there. But some people were saying that they added that. I mean, I don't think they would do that.
Oh, we saw them do that with the Jason.
Yeah, but it was while the listing was live.
It was still for sale. Yeah.
So I don't know. Point is, I got the base one is 99. I got 75. It actually looks really cool because it's the green does the good contrast with the Rangers blue and the way that the card is made, the design. So it's no surprising to me that it sold within an hour of listing it on not eBay, on Joe's group.
Okay.
So it's sold on Joe's
Tops
group
Now today
with Joe's blessing, of course. It sold pretty quick. It sold within an hour. But I still got other products, other apparel to sell. I want to sell a Garcia, an Adolis Garcia 99, and I want to sell a Gunner. Any Gunner fans out there? I'm selling my Gunner 99.
There you go.
Are you selling stuff on eBay or what?
I have a couple things listed, but I'm not really actively pushing anything. I just left a couple things up there overpriced. I'd left my gilded set up there, and somebody bought it at price. I was like,
you had your gilded on eBay? On eBay?
Yeah, I'd forgotten I'd set it there, and all of a sudden it's like sold. It's like,
how much did you have it listed for? Like really high or?
I had it for like
1,000 or something, or
no, I had it for like 788 or something like that.
And it sold, huh?
And I put a marker in there to accept bids or offers of so much underneath, and it sold at one of the offer prices. Like, wow!
So it sold for what, like 700 or something like that, or what?
It's right around 700. And but after the fees and stuff, I looked at it. It was like,
what'd you get? Like 500, 550?
It was pretty much, I made like 80, 90 bucks on it.
Yeah, that's what happened.
It wasn't worth it.
Todd, if you're here, you can share your story. It kind of happened. Something similar happened to Todd last year where we successfully lined, I think, one of his boxes in the PCB. But the other one, I think he sold it on FeeBay and got hammered by FeeBay.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened with this box. I mean, I got money. I made money on it, so hey, that's back in, and I didn't rip it, and I'd already bought at less than the cost of that the entire. Well, I have the /10, 25, 50,
Mm-hmm.
and the ones of Winfield and Trevor Hoffman. Of those, all of those guys. So it was 6 cards from each guy in the Gilded Signatures
Right.
autos for less than the cost of that one box.
And those
So
cards are beautiful.
I love them. You
Those
guys got me. You guys got me the 25, I think, Hoffman.
those cards are beautiful. Even the non-op, even the regular cards, because they're all like gold minted, if you will, like the image.
Yeah,
It's somewhat like gold minted, and they're all those good cards are numbered. I think it's not the low is to
yeah.
99 or lower. I think.
They had a couple of oddities because, like Winfield, they split 50 cards for Dodgers and 50 cards for Yankees. I mean, for Padres and for Yankees, and I only went with the 50 for the Padres. But basically, when you look at this stuff,
You got that of
it's
Amazon, the frame.
yeah. This is the set of interlocking frames. You put them together in any configuration you want.
Is that on Amazon?
Yeah, these are BCW interlocking
Oh,
frames.
okay. Oh,
So I was able to take and put, you see down here, you've got the regular cards, the kind
we
of
gotta
portrait
stop.
cards.
We gotta
And,
stop sending Ron through these rabbit holes, Todd.
yeah.
Um,
So
that's a
ended up
beautiful
with the
card, though.
entire set.
That's
And
beautiful.
and again, these are two guys that have
Oh, I
decent
just
looking
noticed the
autos.
Hoffman thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I had only seen Winfield. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
So
beautiful.
these are I've got the 10 of each, the 25 of each, the 50 of each, and the 99 of each in the portrait or in the
Beautiful.
Hall of Fame card, and then in the other card I've got 2 of each. So it's a good looking set.
It is.
There was one
Todd
yesterday
giving
I
us.
bid on. Yeah, I
Go
bid on
ahead.
one yesterday of the green ones, and it sold for $18 for a /25.
That's not
It's
bad.
nuts.
That is not. That is not. So Todd says, yeah, exactly the same thing. Sold for 711, got 555. Almost at cost, because it wasn't 555 almost at cost, depending on where you live.
Yeah, yep. They were like $4.99 or something
Mm-hmm.
like that.
It
Originally,
is.
they
Yeah,
were
it is what it
you
is.
know
So, but it's now that we talk about Gilded, it's interesting. I do think it's going to be interesting what happens if they continue doing it, which I think they will. Why wouldn't they? It's a cash cow.
Yep.
But I do think it's going to be. So one of the things that I think is going to be interesting going forward, it's figuring out or seeing what Topps is going to do with these quote unquote
Niche
luxury
product. Yeah.
premium lines. Like what will they do in terms of like? I think they are finally cutting. I think they cut Ben Baller. Thank you. I hope. I think they will continue to do Chrome. Well, that's obvious. So Chrome and then Sapphire and then Logo Fractor. I don't think it's going anywhere. And then we got Gilded, right? Now I do think that they missed an opportunity by doing Sapphire, by doing everything Sapphire, by doing football, Bowman Draft, Bowman Chrome. Like
They're
I would have
they're
preferred
flooding
that
it.
Topps Chrome Sapphire would have stayed a Topps Chrome brand exclusively. Now, if that's not the case, and they're creating this sort of sub or mid-tier luxury brand, which is what Sapphire has become. If there's going to be a Gilded, and given that they're probably going to put a lot more dollars again into a Dynasty, so I want. It's interesting to see what they're going to do. Are they keeping Gilded, and Gilded will become like the super premium product, like right below Dynasty, with those RPAs, and then
Yeah.
Sapphire will become what? Like the new Chrome in terms of like chaseability,
It could be.
or
Could be.
poor man's gilded. Uh,
Well,
that's the
what
issue.
is it? What's the one? Gold Label? Was it Gold
No, but
Label?
those
The other
are,
one?
yeah, those
That
are
was a
just,
crappy
yeah.
product.
I think they will probably do away again. Who knows, right? Because listen, they also have to have products like Bowman Platinum, Gold Label, Tier
Well,
One. They have to have those
they
products for the
yeah,
masses. That
they did away with opening day.
yeah, they're gonna need to have no, but I mean, I think it makes now. Do they need three products?
Yeah.
Do they need Platinum, Tier One, whatever, and Museum and Gold Label? Do they need all four? Like poor man's version of the nice product. I don't know, but it doesn't bother me because like if there's a market for it, it's definitely not collectible. It's not a collectible. It's not a collectible brand. So whatever they can have it. What bothers me is when they mess with our collectible stuff, right?
Yeah.
With our premium stuff. Uh, I need to. What do I need to see from Tops? And yes, I'm demanding. Who am I? I don't care. I'm not big, but I am demanding. I want to see from Tops more consistency, um, a clearer path forward. Tell us what you're gonna do. Tell us if Sapphire is here to stay. Tell us if we know it's here to stay. Tell us if Gilded is here to stay. Tell us if Logo Fractor is here to stay. Like, give us some guidelines. Like, build the pipeline. Tell us what it is. Because I don't know about
It's
you,
not.
but like if you tell me
Yeah.
what it is, then I'm happy with it. I know what it is.
Well, it's not 2020 anymore with people sitting locked up in their houses doing collections like this. So,
Yeah.
people are going to be a little bit more selective about what they're purchasing, cut down on the lines because they were throwing everything in the sink at us before. It tops X this, tops X that, and
And to
or
their
the
credit, they've gone away
curated
with a lot of
sets.
it.
Yeah, those curated sets. It's like
Yeah.
I stopped watching those after.
To their credit, I think they've cut those down. Now I do think they have to be a little more straightforward about what I just said. Like
Yeah.
wouldn't it make sense? Like okay, let's what's a compare? Let's play Colin Cowherd here. Let's make some type of weird analogy. What's the equivalent in like cars? Let me 1 second.
I thought that was you. I had to
Yeah,
take a look at my phone and say, "Hey, what
it's the
is that
wife
me?"
and the kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we are approaching the hour. We're
Yeah.
about 7 minutes away from the hour here.
Yes.
So
No. Yes. This is a quick one. Like in
you've got
cars,
your Toyota, and
you've
then you
got your
have your Lexus.
trucks. In your trucks, and they tell you, what line is the premium truck, what line is the economy truck, and then you've got your Highlander, sorry, your Forerunner or your Sequoia, whatever, and your Forerunner and your Highlander and your what's the other one after Highlander? They used to have the CRV or something, or the RAV4. RAV4.
They had the CRV, the RAV4,
And
all those
so,
crossover SUVs,
right, and then Camry, and then Corolla, and that's it, I think. And
and then
so,
they turned around and made Lexus and rebranded all those cars under a Lexus
same
badge.
motor, better interiors.
Yep, slap some
Good.
interior on it. It's exactly what Tops is doing to us. We get a little bit better product, a little bit higher end stuff with those high end products. Get some nicer things, but you still get some autos and things, and these people just are dying
Yeah.
with looking at it, going, how could I have spent $700 and I got this guy?
So I want to have more clarity. That's what I want out of the Chrome products. I want to know what's happening because I want to know early on. I want to set a budget, and I know, like, I'm gonna be, for example, I'm gonna be very. I did not buy much of, other than our hanger box of Series One, because it was a great value.
Yes.
For me, it's good content. It's a content product. I can rip it. I can make shorts, lights, whatever, at a cheap price. But I'm not gonna get any. I'm gonna get allocation of Series 2 just for the box, for the monthly box. But I'm not buying anything for myself. and that's the case. I'm not gonna get anything until we hit the the premium
Update.
with the update and the sapphire, and I'll get some logo fractures because those always sell well. And gilded, if it comes out, I'd probably buy a box like Todd wanted to, a box to rip, a box to sell, to pay for it, something like that.
I, I'm so glad I sold it, even though I didn't make hardly anything on it. I'm just glad I got sold it
Yeah,
because I got what I wanted out of Gilded
exactly.
this year because of you guys
Yeah.
and you guys here in Prospect Case
So
Box. You
that's
guys
that.
helped me
That's what
out.
I'm gonna do. I'm big on sapphire, big on that. So I'm staying. I'm staying with those. Those are the exclusive short printed stuff. That's the only thing I'm buying. Um, Now, before we got some time before we finish talking about Chrome. Let's talk about the National a little bit because it
Cleveland.
ties into Chrome. Here, there's a tie-in. Um, I've never been to one. Uh, Hanging out with crusty old white folks that have LCSs from like the 70s. It's not my idea of fun. I don't collect vintage, so I'm not there go looking for a 60 something Nolan Ryan or whatever. Is that accurate? Probably.
Yeah,
Uh,
he has
Something like
into the
that.
60s.
I
Yep.
mean, I listen, I see the value. I think it's awesome. Maybe 10 years from now, I might change my tune and I look forward to those. But it's
You
more
go to the
geared
shows,
towards that.
pick up vintage
Yeah.
Griffey.
Yeah. I mean, listen, there's a lot of ultra modern done there.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of everything. But one, Cleveland is not my cup of coffee. Two, a show that's dictated and governed and everything by those men that I just said, who are on the board of directors and they decide where to go, what to sell, what to include. Uh, eh, I can probably have more fun at a regional show. Uh, Not to say that it's always hot in there. Like apparently the AC is always bad at all these facilities. It's a cluster F of like sweat and old dudes. No, thank you. And I'm not there like looking to build my vintage collection or to pick up whatever that I'm missing. Uh, the only thing, again, this is the time that would somewhat entice me is that now Topps has this practice of like launching product at the National, timely product, usually Topps Chrome because it works out
Yeah.
the date wise. And the thing about that is that when you buy it, so they have hinted, and then I think even mentioned that there will be some special releases happening. I don't know if they have like a pre-release of Chrome or if they include something else or something at a discount. Regardless, Topps does those free packs with purchase at the National. You've seen those,
Yeah.
the stamped whatever, and because those packs are usually loaded with stuff, numbered stuff, low number stuff, autos, mostly sticker autos, but they sell well, and you
That
can go
drums
in
up the business. That's exactly what they're designed for.
right.
They drum up the business by putting those hits in those packs, a hit or two. Guys are out there talking about the product. Next thing you
So
know, you're driving the story.
the only thing, I mean, this is where it ties in. Uh, the only way you get those packs is by buying the qualifying product. In this case, I mean, there's usually a few things that qualify, but what you want to do is get the Chrome, especially if it's a good price. Now you have to rip it because they rip it box open for you in order for you to get those packs. But it's fine because those products have the buybacks. So if I'm getting that product for cheaper at a discount and those packs that I can sell immediately right there, I'm not opening those packs. I'm selling them and they sell for like $75, Ron. It's
Yep.
crazy. If I can somehow subsidize my cost of a hobby box of Chrome and then get buybacks, then that makes and you're gonna get amazing number stuff out of those Chrome hobby boxes too.
Yep.
So that's the only reason
Win-win.
why you would go to if I'm me, I'm going to National only to subsidize my cost of hobby.
Well,
Box.
I'm not going because I'm not going near Cleveland, but The only reason I'm going to go to Cleveland again is to go back to the ballpark one more time. I've got my new book that I'm primary. This is for all the ballparks. Every park I go to, it has a whole section in there to write about on there. So
Right.
going to have an addendum for the Las Vegas Athletics or the Sacramento River Cat Athletics or whatever they're going to be called while they're there.
So listen, I'm talking a lot of game. I'm not going to Cleveland, but I
I'm
got to
not
figure
either.
out a strategy. I don't know if my strategy is going to have to be like, hey, can someone pick up some packs for me and I pay 40% of comps or something on the packs and sell them? I don't know. I need to do something. Or listen, maybe I go to Cleveland and it's like literally a flyby trip.
Stop in, catch a
Land,
game, get some
open product.
packs.
Literally, my flight is like 5 hours from now. Maybe that's it.
I've done those kind of turnarounds before. Never fun. Never fun. Especially now with the waits at the airport, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
So
anyways, we hit the hour mark. I'm sure there's some topics that we did not hit. We tried to hit as many as we could. Good thing is that there's a lot of content, a lot of products releasing in the following days. So I'm sure next week we'll have a lot more topics to cover.
we'll hope so. Hey, and in the meantime, we're heading to a holiday weekend. Hopefully everybody gets out and catches a game. So
yes,
we'll see you at the ballpark.
See you at the ballpark. For Ron Bartley, this is Jorge Prospector out.
Bye.